obviously it's one thing to kind of try out drag at home and see how it feels, but it's another thing to obviously make the decision to go out in front of an audience and tour with it. So how was that for you, that kind of journey? I imagine it must feel quite vulnerable to start off doing
Oh,
that.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started like my first performances, quote unquote performances, were just from my basement. I lived with my husband and I shared a house with another couple, and they're both singer songwriters and artists. And Ben is actually the producer of my records. So we started a kind of a weekly live stream during pandemic, like so many artists did, where we just get on Facebook and sing some songs. And I started showing up to those in drag. So that was really where I first started performing in drag. And then, once the world opened up a little bit and the bars and clubs in San Diego, which is where I lived at the time, started opening up, I had some friends in the drag scene, and I reached out and said, hey, if you've got a spot in your show, I'd love to try my hand at this thing. And so, yeah, a couple friends booked me in just more traditional drag shows, lip syncing, dancing, that kind of stuff. Not that I'm a good dancer at all, but, I did sing live in a few of those, but I started performing in the local drag scene, and just, oh my gosh, so fun. Just had a blast with it. Like, drag shows are the most fun I think I've ever had in my life. And I just love a good drag show. I actually got to go just this past weekend, I now live in Asheville, North Carolina, which is the town I was born and raised in, but we just moved back here about a year ago. And I've been on the road for most of that year. So I haven't felt like I've been back in my hometown. I haven't had a chance really yet to get to know the local community. And so I went to a local drag show for the first time since moving here just this past weekend, and I lived. It was just the most fun I've had in such a long time, and I was like, oh gosh, I miss this. I really would love to get back into just like a more local traditional drag scene. It'd be so fun to be able to perform in that kind of space again. But what my drag turned into, and where it's taken me now is I'm a singer songwriter who does it in drag. So envision the typical singer songwriter career where you are just hustling. You're on the road all the time. You're playing listening room, club, bar, church, sanctuary, whatever. And I just do it all in a wig and a corset. And so I'm traveling all around the country, and now sometimes occasionally, up into Canada, and then overseas last summer in the UK and the Netherlands, just performing my songs and singing my original stuff in drag, and to anybody who will listen.
Looking amazing whilst you're doing it, I must say.
Thank you.